Hey guys, Emerson, Truck Life Dad here. We are outside an automotive shop because today, I don't know if you can see, look back there, we are going to be replacing the rear shocks. So, follow along. Alright, so the parts we're going to need today are laid out on the back of my tailgate here. We've got the two shocks. They come with the strap attached to make it easy for installation. But obviously, I guess I didn't verify the color. I bought some paint here too because I've got to paint this other shock while I install the first black one. I did check sizes. They're metric bolts. I've got an 18 on the nut and a 15 mil on the bolt. And over here, I've got a 1/2 inch impact wrench, brushless, that I'll be using. It should be a quick install. And then obviously hat and gloves to protect myself. And pretty important, the repair manual we're going to flip to figure out how exactly we're supposed to install these. We're going to open up the repair manual to chapter 10, suspension and steering systems. And here it is, shock absorbers rear. Pretty easy. Raise the rear of the vehicle, supported on jack stands, which I've chosen not to do. I've watched enough videos that show you can do it simply from the ground. Remove the nut and bolt, securing the top and securing the bottom. Installation is reverse. Pretty easy. Here's the picture. All we're going to do is take off those two nuts, pull it out, put it back in, and away we go. We're also going to need a torque wrench because the settings on the bolts are 66 foot-pounds of torque, so we need to make sure we do that correctly. So I forgot a crowbar because I'm not jacking up my truck. I'm going to need some leverage to get that shock out. So you can see here it says shocks, remove and replace 360. That's what we're trying to beat today. So I don't know if you did your math while going through all those items there, but right now, without labor, we're not even close to that. So the rear shocks of my truck are simply attached right behind the wheel with a 15 mil bolt and an 18 mil nut. There's the top, and if we slide down here and get under, you can easily see right there is the bottom side. So all we're going to do is take those two nuts and bolts apart and replace the shocks. Alright, so we got the impact wrench on the bolt. We got our standard wrench on the nut, and we're just going to take it off. There we go. All right, so got some help here today. Actually, there we go, perfect. Okay, so now we're down to the bottom, and we're just gonna go ahead and do the bottom. Simple as that. So I've extended them. That is the shock that I'm painting black. Here's the old shock I just took out on the left side. I think this is the original shock. The bushings are cracked. At least they elongate to roughly the same size. I'm going to check the bolt spacing. This one, I did not even need my crowbar to take out. Okay, so I got the two. This is the old one. Take a look at the spacing. Clean, snug. Way too much movement. This is a 15 mil. I gotta look for either a 16 or a 17. Come back out, see what fits. So here's one of the reasons I did not discard the nuts and bolts. Take a look. We just ended up going with the same ones. It's a Saturday, and I can't find hardened steel anywhere. Or maybe I could. I just don't want to be bothered. So
it takes another skill.
So these ones are pretty clear. It says put this end down, so that's what we're gonna do. Two other things I forgot to mention. I've got a pan to keep my bolts and nuts from going missing, and then I've got a wire brush to clean them, and eventually you'll see I will need some Loctite on those threads. Yep, so now we're just gonna clean the nut and bolt here. Make sure we've got that rust off, and we'll put some Loctite on before we put it back in. So this is not an instructional video or anything. This is just me and my life and what I choose to do and how I choose to live in the truck. So I say that because I had a friend stop by while I was changing my shocks, and he helped out. We had such a fun time. I didn't even bother videoing any more of the shocks. We even did the fuel filter too. But here, I'll show you the shocks. All right, so we've got our new shocks installed. I honestly didn't do anything about the bolt sizing, spacing. Maybe next week if I hear a big rattling, I'll change them, but they're in. Oh, the birds like them. And there's a shot from the underside attached. So we had a great time changing some shocks. Like I said, we ended up changing them the fuel filter, but all out the door. I think I spent a total of $275. And certain things I like the torque wrench. It was fun, but it was just, it's not something I'll probably keep. I'll probably return it. So I saved some money, had some fun with a friend, walked away with an impact wrench, changed my own shocks, and got some knowledge. So I think it was a win. Feel free to check out, oh wait, there is no fuel filter video because we didn't make one. But anyway, check out some of the other videos over here, and hopefully you can watch some more Truck Life Dad. Love you, kids.